She was certain her secret would remain hidden forever. She believed I was too blind, too trusting, too distracted to ever discover the truth. But that night, as I stood before our guest with undeniable proof, I watched her world collapse. For years, I believed in something unshakable. Love, trust. I thought those things were enough to protect what we had built. To give someone your heart, you assume they'll cherish it. Instead, she shattered it in silence, all while maintaining the perfect image of a devoted wife. For the longest time, I tried to silence my doubts. I told myself I was imagining things, that the stress of my startup was warping my perception. We had been married for 7 years, building a life that looked flawless from the outside. While I poured my energy into growing my software company, she balanced her part-time job as an event planner and kept our social calendar full. We celebrated anniversaries with public displays of affection, surprise trips, and curated photos that earned admiration from friends and family who saw us as the perfect couple. But beneath that perfect surface, shadows gathered. Her behavior shifted in subtle ways. She pulled away emotionally. The warmth between us grew cold. Her phone was never far from her grasp, always placed face down. She'd leave for vague outings that stretched longer than they should. The perfume she wore was different, stronger, more provocative, but rarely on nights we spent together. The excuses were endless: fatigue, work stress, or simply not feeling well. And when I tried to approach her gently, she met me not with concern but with irritation. Doubt gnawed at me. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to become paranoid. But deep inside, my instincts whispered what I was too afraid to accept. And so, I turned to something I never thought I'd use against her. Our home, built with my tech expertise, was fully outfitted with smart security systems. Cameras, cloud backups, and voice assistants. They were installed for safety, but now they would serve a different purpose. The breaking point came one evening, when she said she was visiting her cousin. The pit in my stomach wouldn't settle. After she left, I checked the outdoor camera footage. What I saw hollowed me. Roughly 30 minutes after her departure, a man arrived. She greeted him at the door, wearing revealing lingerie. They embraced immediately, and he carried her inside, into our dining room. Curtains open, as if secrecy was no longer even necessary. I watched, frozen in horror, as they desecrated what was supposed to be our sanctuary. The pain was indescribable. My world fractured. But I didn't confront her. Not immediately. Instead, I chose precision. I saved the footage, documenting everything carefully. And then I waited. 3 weeks later, the opportunity presented itself. Our annual spring gala, a night she adored planning. 50 guests gathered inside our home, family, friends, colleagues. She floated through the room, beaming with pride, utterly unaware that the foundation beneath her was about to crumble. I smiled, played the role of the supportive husband, assisting with the final touches, holding her hand for appearances, while gripping the evidence like a blade behind my back. This wasn't about revenge fueled by rage. It was about exposing the truth in the clearest, most undeniable way. I rented a projector under the guise of creating ambience for the party. She was delighted by the idea, never suspecting my real intention. And at precisely 10 p.m., with everyone relaxed and chatting, I dimmed the lights and began the presentation. At first, they chuckled, assuming it was a playful video or surprise tribute. But the laughter quickly died. The footage played, her, dressed seductively, welcoming him into our home, their intimacy on full display for everyone to witness. The silence that followed was suffocating. Gasps filled the room. A glass shattered onto the floor. Her father buried his face in his hands. She turned toward me, her face drained of color, her lips quivering. How could you do this?" she choked out. I remained silent. The video spoke louder than I ever could. She fled, tears streaming, her closest friends rushing behind her. My phone buzzed with calls and messages, but I didn't respond. The truth no longer needed my voice. The fallout was swift. She attempted to control the narrative, accusing me of cruelty for airing our private matters so publicly. But the video was indisputable. There was no twisting the reality laid bare for all to see. Within days, she moved out. I kept the house. The man she betrayed me with disappeared once the scandal spread. She sent me a single message: "You ruined my reputation." I never answered. She broke our vows long before I exposed her. I carried no regret. Some asked whether I was too harsh, whether my public revelation went too far. Perhaps it did. But she chose a little lie so convincingly that it would have persisted, infecting every corner of my life. Had I not acted, what I did wasn't driven by cruelty, it was clarity. She constructed a public illusion of loyalty, while privately tearing apart everything we had. So I let her face that same public truth. Since then, I've started counseling. Healing is a slow road, but every step forward reminds me how deception can hide behind even the most familiar faces. Love can cloud judgment, but hard evidence cuts through illusion. When your instincts whisper, listen. Don't allow gestures and empty words to blind you. Sometimes the people closest to you are the most skilled at hiding their betrayal. She believed her secret was safe. She never expected that I'd have the proof, but I did. And now, everyone knows who she truly was.